News is next.
You're watching News 10 NBC, Rochester.
2 homicides in the city this weekend. Hear what the family of one victim says needs to be done to stop the violence. We'll tell you about a possible deal for nurses and the city schools. Plus, Athens gets the thumbs up. 11 o'clock news starts in 60 seconds.
McDonald's, the best way to start my day.
McDonald's is now open 6 a.m. or earlier, so you can grab a McGriddle sandwich or your favorite breakfast sandwich and go.
I'm loving it.
McDonald's is the best way to start my day.
McDonald's breakfast platters would make anyone smile, and they're a great way to start your morning.
I'm loving it.
So many lawyers to choose from. Bill's accident was just awful. The cost, the doctors. How will we get by? Here's the firm we can trust.
Trust is one reason why Sully Milne Barnes is the area's largest personal injury firm.
It does matter which law firm you choose. We have the success and the experience to fight for what you deserve.
Trust, experience, success. It makes a difference.
Digging for answers, reporting them first. This is News 10 NBC at 11.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jennifer Johnson. 2 homicides in the city this weekend have family and friends mourning. At the same time, the 4th annual Peace Fest reaches out to the community with alternatives to violence. Nikki Rudd takes a closer look at a family and a group hoping to stop the violence. Nikki?
21-year-old Kenneth B. Coates was shot to death Saturday night. Today, we spoke with his family. They say they want the community to come together to make a change. We found out they're not alone.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be.
Prayers filled the street where 21-year-old Kenneth B. Coates was shot and killed Saturday night. Family and friends lit candles to remember the man they called Chaz.
Chaz is my son! That's my son that God gave me!
B. Coates' grandmother, Gloria Long, has been trying for years to keep crime out of her neighborhood.
We are losing too many of our black men and women to the streets.
Just a few blocks away, hundreds celebrate Peace Fest. Organizers say the event is a way to put aside hostility and enjoy peaceful activities as a community.
We're never going to get rid of crime, but we can definitely do a whole lot to impact it to where, we're not burying so many people every year needlessly.
Allen says the community needs to take a stand against violence. Michelle Hopkins agrees. She brought her niece and nephew to Peace Fest.
I think that we all just need to get together as a community and just show each other more love, and that there's, hostility is like not the way out.
B. Coates grew up at this home on Coleman Street, less than a block away from where he was killed. Family and friends are mourning his death, but they believe they know who the killer is.
My other grandson was there. He turned around and said, "Mister, please don't shoot my brother. Don't shoot him." This man did a smirk and smile like that, shot him to death. Now, how cold-blooded can you be? How cold-blooded can you be?
Long says the police have the name of the man she believes killed her grandson. B. Coates' father is also asking for justice.
My son is gone and dead. I can't bring him back. But know what? We can bring him back so he can pay for my son's death.
At this hour, no arrests have been made, but the family is asking anyone with information to come forward, and that's exactly what organizers of Peace Fest say needs to happen. They say if there's someone or something you're concerned about, call the police, a pastor, or even Pathways to Peace. The number there is 428-6339. Reporting live in the newsroom, Nikki Rudd, News 10 NBC.
Rochester police have made an arrest in yesterday's other homicide. The shooting happened on McGee Avenue early Saturday morning. 19-year-old Javon Lee Scott is charged with second-degree murder. Police say he shot and killed 18-year-old Corey Perry. Perry's body was found on a porch at a home on McGee Avenue around 5 o'clock yesterday morning. Police say he was shot once in the chest. Scott will be arraigned Monday morning. Police say the shooting happened because of an argument. News 10 NBC has found out BOCES might be providing nurses for the Rochester City School District. The district will hold a press conference tomorrow. Today, school board member Malik Evans told us the board has come up with a proposal that includes a 2-year contract with BOCES and with what he calls a prominent Rochester institution. We also found out a letter from BOCES has gone out to former school nurses inviting them to apply for a job with BOCES. Evans says the plan is good for students.
It means that they don't have to worry about nursing services when they return to school, and they can focus on the most important thing, getting the education in the classroom.
Now, we also checked with school board member Daryl Porter. He says there is no deal, just a series of proposals, which the board will vote on August 19th. He also says there is still a number of questions around the issue, namely who is going to pay for the nurses. There is an arrest warrant out for a member of the former Iraq Governing Council who has strong ties to the U.S. He is Ahmed Shalabi. Shalabi in January has had so much respect from the U.S. He sat behind First Lady Laura Bush at the State of the Union address. Well, now the Iraqi government says he counterfeited old Iraqi money. There is also an arrest warrant out for his nephew, Salem Shalabi. He is named as a suspect in a murder case. He is also the head of the tribunal trying Saddam Hussein. White House officials are concerned al-Qaeda could be planning attacks this fall targeting the U.S., members of Congress, and financial institutions. Officials also say that terrorist-related arrests made earlier this week may have weakened those plans. A week ago, the terror alert level was raised to orange for financial centers in 3 Northeast cities because of specific terror threats. Well, we are just 5 days away from the start of the Olympic Games in Athens, Greece. Greek Olympic organizers drew praise from the International Olympic Committee this morning for making sure that everything is ready despite years of delays. The committee also stressed the importance of the increased security for these games. Greece has spent a record $1.5 billion on security. Now you can watch all the action of the games beginning with the opening ceremonies this Friday at 8 p.m. right here on News 10 NBC.
Now bringing you Western New York's most accurate forecasting technology. Here's meteorologist Josh Nichols in the News 10 NBC Weather Lab.
And good evening, everyone. If you have to head to a windowless office tomorrow, you might be doubly dreading the arrival of Monday. Number one, you're probably a little bit partied out from all the festivals that were going around Western New York this weekend. And number two, it is going to be a carbon copy tomorrow of what we had today. Another absolute delight. Right now, it's mild downtown. 69 degrees is our current temperature. What about the rest of the week? Well, let's talk about it here with our weather headlines in the Forecast Center. And really, tomorrow is going to be the exception to the rule. The rule being that this week will be another unsettled one. So get out and enjoy tomorrow all you can with practically wall-to-wall sunshine in the morning, giving way to high clouds. Temperatures tomorrow close to 80, seasonably warm and bright. But then by the time we get into Tuesday, I think we'll be discussing some more showery spells, and then it'll probably stay a bit cool and a little on the gray side. So take advantage of tomorrow all you can. We're going to be looking for a good deal of sun, and if you're doing a little bit of beach and boating, well, we're going to be talking about southwesterly winds at about 10 knots, eventually going onshore. Wave heights at about 2 feet, and the water temperature should be 70 degrees. Now, of course, it's been very, very cool as of late. We saw 4 days in a row with high temperatures in the 60s. When we look back over the course of history at July and August together, that has not happened for 27 years. The cool air that's been over us is finally being kicked out into Atlantic Canada. And notice what's happening back here through the plains, Wisconsin and Minnesota. Temperatures at this hour in the 70s. That's all the air that's residing under a nice ridge of high pressure, and that ridge is ours for tomorrow. But look at this, behind it, another dip in the jet stream, and that is the dip that's going to be with us for much of the week. That will bring us the cool temperatures and, again, the unsettled weather. But for today, unsettled it was not. It was a beautiful one. The high 76, the low 52. No rainfall today at the airport, and our August total remains at 42 100ths in the rain gauge. Rochester right now, 66 degrees with broken clouds. The dew point stands at 62, so the air is a little bit more muggy out there, but it's just a nice summery night. The breeze is out of the west-southwest at 8. Checking in with our weather watchers right now. Coolest in Clyde, temperature out there 62. Also in Warsaw 62, where they had a little bit of a thunder shower earlier on. Same was true in Bristol. Bristol, 63 there, 65 in Penn. On the national scene, here's that wheel of misfortune that's been spinning around for so long, finally kicking east into New England and Maine and out into Atlantic Canada. Here's all the clear sky. That's going to be ours for tomorrow morning. The high clouds will begin to come in ahead of this system. This is a cold front that's lining up right now through the western Great Lakes with showers and thunderstorms and even some severe weather out there. That front will begin to make inroads into our neck of the woods by Tuesday. But for tomorrow, high pressure's in place. It guarantees us some nice weather with onshore breezes in the afternoon on Lake Ontario. By Tuesday, this cold front is right on our doorstep. Showers and thunderstorms will break out in the morning, and then another front will probably come in behind that feature, and that just reinforces the cool air and again the unsettled conditions. But for tonight, just a few clouds, a very nice night, seasonably cool. The overnight low 55 to 59. Tomorrow, the pick of the week. If you have the luxury to be off, make sure you get outside and enjoy the ample sunshine. It will turn cooler right along the lake, the high 77 to 82. 5-day forecast shows a downhill trend in temperatures starting on Tuesday. We should still be in the upper 70s, but Wednesday will be in the mid 70s and even cooler after that, Jennifer, with again that unsettled regime coming right back at us.
But a reason to look forward to Monday.
That's right. If you don't have to work, get outside.
Good advice. Thanks, Josh.
You're welcome.
We'll find out what the Coast Guard Auxiliary wants you to look for to prevent terrorism on New York's waters. And tomorrow's a big day for the fast ferries home away from home. The details are coming up.
News 10 NBC is brought to you by Raymore and Flanagan Furniture.
Greetings! I am Father Time. Raymore and Flanagan has asked me to suspend time on interest charges till 2007. Now's the time to save on furniture store-wide, including famous and timeless brand names. Time will stand still as I suspend interest charge. There's no deposit or interest till 2007. Plus, they deliver in practically no time, just 3 days or less. It's time for interest-free financing at Raymore and Flanagan. Hurry! Time's up 9 p.m. Monday.
We're going to sell 300 Hondas this month. How are we going to do it? Number one, it's Honda clearance time. The best deals of the year right now. Number two, I'm short on trade-ins. I need your used car. I'm going to pay more. Number three, I've got a better inventory than the 3 other Honda dealers combined. Number four, I have the best staff I've had in 27 years. But we need your help. We can't do it alone. If you want a new car, we've got exactly what you need. The summer clearance right now at John Holtz Honda.
John Holtz brings you the world.
We talk on the phone so many times.
She gets freaked out if I go like an hour without calling. When you get to a dorm room, you're just like, I don't have anything to put in here.
We make a list of what we need, and then we go to Walmart.
New towels, clock, shower curtains.
Gorgeous. I think you ought to take this one.
I've been there at least once a week buying something for my room. And when I don't get it at Walmart, I'll go to walmart.com and have it sent to me. I love being a college student. It's hard at times, but I like it.
I tell her it's the best years of her life.
I hope so.
There's magic up on the mountain high. Buckle up your seats, you're heading to the sky. It'll blast you up, then blast you down. You'll laugh and scream until you touch the ground. Come on, scream as loud as you can. Everyone loves Marine Land. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna love the skyscraper. Yeah, yeah. You'll want to ride it over again. Everyone loves Marine Land.
This is the one sales event you've been waiting for, the Ford Authorized Clearance. Now, get extra clearance cash in addition to already incredible Ford rebates on all your favorite cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, get a no-charge 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper extended service plan on every new 04 and 05 Ford Focus. That's coverage on more than 500 components. This is the one sales event you don't want to miss. The Ford Authorized Clearance. This is the one.
The Coast Guard Auxiliary is asking boaters on the waters in New York to keep an eye out for terrorist activity. It is part of a national waterway watch campaign. Boaters get a sticker with phone numbers to call about suspicious activity and with the things that they should be looking out for, including people forcing their way onto boats or docks, or people taping, sketching, or photographing waterfront buildings. Another first for the fast ferry in Toronto. Construction on the permanent terminal is set to start tomorrow. A temporary terminal is set up at the Port of Toronto right now. The permanent terminal has been slow coming in part because the Toronto Port Authority and Canadian Customs argued for months over how much they should spend on it. Officials say the terminal should be ready in 5 months. Well, another good year for the Park Ave Festival. Tens of thousands filled the streets to look at the booths and grab some pretty good food. Extra security was in place this year because of problems of vandalism and public drunkenness in 2002. Organizers say tighter security is the only way to draw more vendors, and it's paying off. 20 new artists came to the festival this year. Well, the Bush campaign gets a big name endorsement this week. We'll update you on both campaigns. And another wildfire is sparked in California. The details are coming up.
News 10 NBC is brought to you by Value City Furniture.
It's back, the incredible 3-day sale at Value City Furniture.
Right now, save about half on this 2-piece decorator living room in soft navy chenille. Now just $6.99 for the sofa and love seat.
Pay only $9.99 for this stunning 6-piece all-wood bedroom. Save half on the dresser, mirror, queen headboard, footboard, wood rails and slats, and the nightstand.
Plus, buy with no money down, no interest, and no payments until 2005.
Don't miss the incredible 3-day sale through Sunday at Value City Furniture.
You just can't do any better.
This is the one sales event you've been waiting for, the Ford Authorized Clearance. Now, get extra clearance cash in addition to already incredible Ford rebates on all your favorite cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, get a no-charge 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper extended service plan on every new 04 and 05 Ford Focus. That's coverage on more than 500 components. This is the one sales event you don't want to miss. The Ford Authorized Clearance. This is the one.
There's a new proposal in Albany to spend hundreds of millions of our tax dollars. Is it for more funding to help revive our local economies? Or money to support our public schools and reduce local property taxes? No. Instead, this plan would spend hundreds of millions of state dollars to build a football stadium in Manhattan. So blow the whistle on this plan. Contact us today and say no to hundreds of millions of dollars for a Manhattan stadium. Because New York has more important priorities.
What makes someone crave a Wendy's bacon mushroom melt? Is it the quarter pound of beef that's served fresh and hot from the grill? Is it the warm cheddar sauce so loaded with succulent mushrooms that your mouth waters? Or is it how it's combined with strips of hickory smoked bacon that makes it irresistible? Well, as long as it's back, who cares? Get a bacon mushroom melt made just for you today, only at Wendy's. It's better here. And our pickup window's open till midnight or later.
You can hear News 10 NBC on the radio every day on WYSL 1040. These broadcasts are made possible by the John Holtz dealerships on West Henrietta Road.
This week only. Save big on Roadrunner High Speed Online. Sign up today and receive your first 3 months of Roadrunner for just $19.95 per month. That's right, your first 3 months at $19.95 per month. Hurry, offer ends soon. Don't delay. Sign up today. Limited time offer available for 1 week only. Call 756-BEEP today. 756-BEEP. Exclusively from Time Warner Cable.
Digging for answers, reporting them first. This is News 10 NBC at 11 with Jennifer Johnson, Mark Gruba Sports, and meteorologist Josh Nichols in the News 10 NBC Weather Lab.
A wildfire in California has destroyed 1,000 acres and is still growing. The fire started in the Angeles National Park Saturday afternoon. High winds and steep terrain could delay firefighters from containing the fire. The cause is still under investigation. It has been almost a year now since the biggest blackout in history, and power officials are still frustrated. They are worried that there is no longer a push to improve the power grid. The energy bill has been stalled in Congress because of partisan issues. An energy official says the biggest change over the past year is the awareness. President Bush will get some high-profile campaign help this week. Today, Bush arrived back in Washington, D.C. This week, Senator John McCain will join the Bush campaign as it heads to Florida, New Mexico, and Arizona. Aides say McCain's war record could help the president counter John Kerry's frequent references to his service in Vietnam. Well, Kerry is bringing his campaign out west this weekend. Kerry and his running mate John Edwards are focusing on terrorism. They say the nation needs need some form of a neighborhood watch system to train people to respond to terrorism alerts. Carey says the current nationwide color-coded terrorism alert system is confusing, and if the levels are going to mean anything, then people need to know what to do if levels changes. Obviously, he had a good time in New Mexico, as we see there. Well, coming up, a look at the winning lottery numbers. But first, Mark Gruba is just ahead with sports. There are 4 new inductees at the Football Hall of Fame. We'll tell you who they are. And it was soccer night in Rochester. Your Rhinos highlights are coming up.
We're going to sell 300 Hondas this month. How are we going to do it? Number 1, it's Honda clearance time. The best deals of the year right now. Number 2, I'm short on trade-ins. I need your used car. I'm going to pay more. Number 3, I've got a better inventory than the 3 other Honda dealers combined. Number 4, I have the best staff I've had in 27 years. But we need your help. We can't do it alone. If you want a new car, we've got exactly what you need. The summer clearance right now at John Holtz Honda.
John Holtz brings you the world. My schedule's crazy. I'm just running every minute of the day. Being a working mom is fun, but it's a challenge. Of course I have a budget. I don't chase sales at all. I have to save time and money, and Walmart helps me to do that. My daughter was raised in Walmart. It's amazing that I didn't have her in Walmart. It's like a bargain safari. There's great prices around every corner. I have to cook dinner and do laundry, pay bills, so I can have time to do the things that's most precious to me, is spending time with my family. Walmart definitely helps me get it done.
This week only. Save big on Roadrunner High Speed Online. Sign up today and receive your first 3 months of Roadrunner for just $19.95 per month. That's right, your first 3 months at $19.95 per month. Hurry, offer ends soon. Don't delay. Sign up today. Limited time offer available for 1 week only. Call 756-BEEP today. 756-BEEP. Exclusively from Time Warner Cable.
Remember the good old days when being near a mattress was just plain fun? They were so soft and so bouncy. Well, today mattresses are still fun at the Sealy Sleep Center at Raymore and Flanagan. Right now, Sealy Posturepedic twin mattresses start at just $139, and Posturepedic Pillow Top queen sets are only $549. All with free delivery and more. Nothing can help you feel so young as a great mattress, even if you're not sleeping on it. Bounce on over for special savings at the Sealy Sleep Center at Raymore and Flanagan.
What drives you, Rochester? How about a versatile family vehicle?
Hazelton has it.
Got your heart set on something sporty?
Hazelton has it.
Or just need something to get the job done?
Hazelton has it.
Hazelton also has the Summer Savings Challenge going on now.
No matter what you see, hear, or read, for the best deal on the newer used vehicle that's right for you, Hazelton has it.
Hazelton has what drives you.
Rochesterians know where to go for the best value in furniture for their homes. Value City Furniture. You just can't do any better.
Now, here's Mark Gruba with sports on News 10 NBC.
At long last, the Rhinos have finally reached the light at the end of the tunnel. The last of 10 games in 21 days tonight, a rematch with the Charleston Battery, who knocked them out of the U.S. Open Cup last week. And a birthday bash for Rex the Rhino. 9 years old, familiar script early on, lots of chances, no goal. Sean Sakira stopped there late first half. Pato Aguilera fires wide, scoreless at the break. 66th minute, Yari Allnut, a header for the lead. No dice. 4 minutes later, Allnut again. Off the post, Corey Wolfuck puts in the rebound. The Rhinos led 1-0. Final 10 minutes, Ted Chronopoulos beats Soren Johnson. And that tied the game at 1, 89th minute. The Rhinos looking for the win. Carlos Semedo stopped by Chris Doyle, one of 14 saves. We go to overtime. One last chance. Allnut again, wide of the goal. 1-1 the final.
I don't know if we have to sacrifice some chickens or do something, because I feel like some kind of voodoo situation is going on right now. But besides that, joking aside, it's just not good enough.
We just got to, go to the chalkboard, get back in it, man. We're good enough. It's going to happen. I have faith in our team. Hopefully other people do. And if they don't, we're going to prove them wrong.
We're still here, and we're still fighting for the playoff spot. And I know a lot of teams, if they had to face the same adversity that we had to face, then they may not still be standing. So let's look at that, and let's take that as a springboard.
And the Rhinos have 42 points now, 3 behind second place Richmond. They're at Charleston on Friday. The doors of the NFL Hall of Fame were open to 4 new members today. Broncos quarterback John Elway, Lions running back Barry Sanders, Vikings defensive end Carl Eller, and Eagle, Ram, and Raiders tackle Bob Brown. Like Jim Kelly 2 years ago, an overwhelming number of fans were there to see Elway, whose daughter Jessica presented him, and then heard her dad talk about his late father.
Well, there is John Elway next to John.
He taught me to compete, to never give up, to play every down like it's your last. He taught me to appreciate the game, to respect it, to play it like it was meant to be played. He taught me to enjoy my successes and learn from my failures. And above all, he told me to make sure when you go out with your offensive lineman, you pick up the tab.
I think about my 10 years there, and you don't find better football fans and people that want a winner than in the city of Detroit. And they supported us and came out and encouraged us to do the best we could do, and I appreciate you.
No question, 2 of the all-time greats, Elway and Sanders. Barry ran for 1,000 yards every year in the league, and he could have had a lot more. The Bills had a day to rest up after a week of training camp and yesterday's scrimmage against the Browns. Here's Mike Mularkey on some of the things he saw.
I walked over to him. I said, "You have some fun?" And he said, "Well, Coach, I was scared." No, I wasn't scared. No, I was nervous. I was nervous those first couple of drives. And, you know, you got to be. It's your first time in live action since that infamous game. And so I think the rust is coming off slowly but surely, but he was excited when it was over. Well, I was extremely pleased by what he did on the sideline. I mean, that's what we need. Don't wait till Mondays after games to address the problem. They're recognizing at least that they have an issue, and they're trying to address it and take care of it. So when they go back on the field, you know, it's been talked about. You know, he started slow, which I would have been absolutely shocked if he didn't, especially at that position. But you know, he gradually got better and looked like he got more comfortable in the huddle, and you know, that's a big key. What does your body language say in the huddle to the rest of your teammates? And you know, it got better as they went, and confidence is big, especially for the quarterback.
And practice resumes tomorrow with 2 workouts at 8:45 and 2:45, and at 2:45 on Tuesday. They are open to fans. The Red Wings have fallen back to 500 after blowing another lead in Scranton. The Red Barons scored 4 runs in the 8th inning to win 6-3. The Wings have lost 10 of their last 13. Injury to insult, DH Juan Diaz gone for the year with a broken fibula suffered when he fell rounding second last night. Bernie Williams has been on fire. First inning against the Blue Jays. Sacks packed and gone. His 10th career grand slam. John Lieber became the 4th straight Yankee starter to go 8 innings in an 8-2 victory. The Yanks' 5th straight win. The Blue Jays fired manager Carlos Tasca after the game. In Motown, the knuckler not dancing for Tim Wakefield today. The Tigers belted 6. Count them 6 home runs off a shaky Wakey, tying the modern-day record. Incredibly, Wakefield still won the game as the Red Sox outslugged the Tigers by a final of 11-9 today. And a wild one in mini. Justin Morneau hit a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 18th, but it wasn't enough as the Twins lose 6-5. Senior circuit Mets and Cards, talk about a pain in the neck. Vance Wilson drilled by Albert Pujols on the follow-through. He left the game. Mets say he's okay. Scott Rowland strokes an RBI double. The Cards come up aces again. 6-2 the final. Mike Piazza missed his 2nd straight game. His good buddy Roger Clemens took the loss for Houston today. With a $500,000 payday, the Brickyard 400 is the NASCAR equivalent of a major. And a bad break for Brendan Gaughan in the Kodak Dodge at Indy. Making contact with Casey Kane, he blew a tire and collected the wall. Gaughan finished 35th. Points leader Jimmy Johnson blew an engine. He was 36th, but teammate Jeff Gordon was dominant, leading 124 of the 160 laps to capture the checkered flag, his 4th win at the Brickyard. The top 5 go this way: Gordon, Jarrett, Sadler, Kane, and Stewart. Next stop, Watkins Glen, New York, for the Sirius at the Glen at the PGA International. Alex Cheka, his approach shot on 14 today, absolutely dialed in. He made the birdie for the lead, but Rod Pampling had the answer. The biggest shot of the day on 17 from the fringe, and Eagle gave him the lead at plus 31 using the Stableford scoring system, and Pampling putts out for his first tour victory. The PGA is next. At the LPGA Jamie Farr Classic, Meg Mallon was 4 shots back with 6 holes to play, but got jump-started on 15. That'll get you going. She birdied 3 of the last 4 holes on 18. This is Mallon's approach. Tied at the time with Sayre Pak and Karen Stupples at 6 under. This would set up a birdie try for the win. The former Wegmans champ and reigning U.S. Open champ drains it, her 3rd victory of the year. Andre Agassi has served notice. He'll be a threat at the U.S. Open. He followed up last night's win over Andy Roddick today with a 3-set win over Leighton Hewitt to capture the Cincinnati Masters, his first title in 17 months. At 34, Agassi is the oldest player to win an ATP event since Jimmy Connors won at the age of 37 back in 1989. And with the Olympics now less than a week away, Team USA beat up on Turkey in a tune-up this afternoon. LeBron James with some incredible dunks as the U.S. wins it 79-67. It is not a slam dunk that they're going to take the gold. Those guys still have to focus, listen to Larry Brown, and maybe then they'll take the gold. Although Carmelo says they'll get it.
He's making some pretty big guarantees.
Bold prediction.
Even a few weeks ago. Yep. Well, you know, big mouth. Hopefully some big games. We'll see. Well, we're going to take a check on your Monday forecast when we come back, so stick around.
Honda Civic's only $119 a month. It's the summer clearance only at John Holtz Honda, West Henrietta Road. Get the best deals of the year.
At Friendship Co., it's plain to see you can make a new friend so easily. It's fun to do, let a whale touch you. Friendship Co., Marina Land. You can watch them swim in the summer sun. They love to be touched by everyone. Now you know what to do when they swim up to you. Friendship Co., Marina Land.
Remember the good old days when being near a mattress was just plain fun? They were so soft and so bouncy. Well, today mattresses are still fun at the Sealy Sleep Center at Raymore and Flanagan. Right now, Sealy Posturepedic twin mattresses start at just $139, and Posturepedic Pillow Top queen sets are only $549. All with free delivery and more. Nothing can help you feel so young as a great mattress, even if you're not sleeping on it. Bounce on over for special savings at the Sealy Sleep Center at Raymore and Flanagan.
This is the one sales event you've been waiting for, the Ford Authorized Clearance. Now, get extra clearance cash in addition to already incredible Ford rebates on all your favorite cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, get a no-charge 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper extended service plan on every new 04 and 05 Ford Focus. That's coverage on more than 500 components. This is the one sales event you don't want to miss, the Ford Authorized Clearance. This is the one.
One of the true highlights of summer in the Thousand Islands.
Pirate stays in Alexandria Bay with your getaway destination, the fabulous River Edge Resort.
You choose either weekend, 2 or 3 nights accommodations, the finest amenities in the region. Dinner and windows on the bay, hearty breakfast, live entertainment.
2 weekends full of activities, street magicians, the pirate invasion of the village, and much more.
A favorable rate of exchange on Canadian cash.
Choice of area activities and discounts to area attractions.
Ahoy! It's Pirate Stays at the River Edge Resort in Alexandria Bay, New York.
Call 1-800-ENJOY-US today.
Now is the time to save. At the giant 96-hour sale at the Dome, Myers RV Superstores and John Holtz, 2 local guys with great buys on every side. Trucking in over 400 new and used vehicles for this one-time, big-time sales event. Travel trailers from $99 a month, cars from $99 a month, finance on the spot. All prices clearly marked so you can see the savings. Plus, we're hungry for your trade-in. One time, big time. The giant 96-hour sale. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the Dome. Now is the time to save.
If you see news happen, let us know about it. Call the News 10 NBC hotline at 232-1010.
And here's a check of the lottery numbers. In the midday drawing, the daily numbers are 417. The win 4, 2, 5, 6, 1. And in the evening drawing, the daily numbers are 273. The win 4, 6, 4, 6, 5. And the take 5, 20, 38, 4, 1, and 15. Well, we don't usually look forward to Monday, but Josh says we have quite a reason to.
We have the pick of the week coming up. This has been something that's been happening all summer. Mondays have been really nice. So if you've had that train for taking off a third day for a 3-day weekend. Boy, you've had a nice stretch, and tomorrow it's going to be great. Ample sunshine. It'll be seasonably warm. Temps in the low 80s, a little bit cooler right along the lakeshore.
Well, thanks. That looks good. I like that. Thanks for predicting that.
Hey,
I know. Slipped you that 5. It's paying off. Well, that is the latest from News 10 NBC. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a great week and a great night. Good night.
Good night.
Remember the good old days when being
Rochester's